Now with ID10T VPN, as I was saying, with ID10T VPN, you can pretend to be in any country you like. So you can watch Netflix, or, you know, go on Egyptian friggin' local whatever, or like Bangladeshi eBay. Bangladeshi eBay a thing? Either way. Point being, you could also, if you wanted to, go on to New Zealand, just, you know, in case you wanted to order something like, you know, I don't know, from New Zealand. Not that you'd want anything from fucking New Zealand, really. Zealand. But VPNs in general, you know, everybody needs one. I do hear that a lot. I love ID10T VPN. I think they're one of the most amazing sponsors one could imagine. The thing is, they have this 3-promise guarantee. Now, I've been told ID10T promises not to sell your data.
ID10T reserves the right to sell your data to any party, third or otherwise. They may in fact sell your data immediately. They have no obligation not to sell your data. They will sell your data.
ID10T VPN promises not to have shite OPSEC.
ID10T VPN will keep your data on whatever server they deem appropriate, be it an unpatched Windows 95 machine sitting on somebody's desk, or something limitless secure.
ID10T VPN promises not to give your data to the government.
ID10T VPN is under no obligation to not cooperate with law enforcement. ID10T VPN cooperates fully with governments of all kinds, with or without a warrant.
And that makes up the ID10T 3-promise guarantee.
Not a guarantee.
A VPN doesn't inherently provide any more security. Like, I'm sorry, ID10T, you're going to have to type it out if you want to see what the joke is. If you think you need a VPN, firstly, you probably fucking don't. They can be handy for pretending to be in other countries. You know, they really can. You usually don't need to use a VPN to get to the Pirate Bay, yeah? Here's a little hint. All you need to do is change your DNS server, which, by the way, it is DNS server. That's not a redundancy in any sense. Dynamic Naming System server had this argument at Trivia a couple months ago with the Trivia Master. What does DNS stand for? I'll tell you what fucking DNS stands for. Domain Naming System, bro. No, Domain Naming Server. Wrong! I'm sure I was reasonable about it, though. Change your DNS server to one of the Google Open DNS relays. And I just remember it's 8.8.8.8 and 8.8.4.4. You shouldn't ever need the secondary one. It's not like it's fucking, you know, it's not like it's going to go down. It's fucking Google. If Google's down, we've got bigger fish to fry than accessing the Pirate Bay. Although you might want to access the Pirate Bay if Google's down, because frankly, you might not need to download whatever content you'd like to have for the next little while, because there's obviously some serious fish to fry re-internet. Turn off your JavaScript and change your DNS to 8.8.8.8. All I'm saying is, you probably don't fucking need a VPN. You really don't. Like, all you've done is move the problem. Okay? Instead of your ISP, you're pretty sure probably won't give this data to anyone, but will give it to the government if asked. You're in the same situation. These guys can say till they're blue in the face they won't give this shit to the government. They will, right? Of course they will. Or they'll get shut down. Also, every second version of Windows is shit. Everyone knows every second Star Trek movie is shit. Everyone knows that, right? But every second version of consumer Windows is shit. I'm talking about, like, consumer Windows from fucking, 95, dude. 95 was great. 95 was fucking great. It was a total redesign. Yeah, everything changed and everyone had a computer that was far too slow to run it. But that's life, man. Get used to it. 98, you know, no more the amazing. Just more like there. 98 SE, amazing, right? Incredible. Now, I do call that a separate version than 98. Just don't. Let's not get into what counts as a separate version. Then you wind up on what? Fucking ME, right? Perfect example. All right, we're ignoring 2000 and NT up at this point, like the whole NT OS2 like line of OSs. Of course, they're the shit, right? And we like those. But we're ignoring those because consumer Windows was the caveat. Consumer Windows, right? So yeah, ME, dog shit, right? The utter fucking the ultimate evolution in what you shouldn't have done with that like DOS on Windows shell shit that just was still there. It was still there. It was hidden from 95 onwards, but it was still in there, dude. It was still all fucking just ugh. Anyway, then what do we get? XP. Right? Finally, right? As someone who'd been using NT and 2000 and then fucking was like, thank Christ they're retiring this. Because you'd have to work with like, some people would have 2000 on their laptop or their computer at work or whatever. Some people would have fucking 98 because it's a laptop that needs to run X, Y, or Z 32-bit piece of shit program that just, or some, you know what I mean? Some environment, DOS environment that just won't in any sense work yet. We could patch it, but that company went bankrupt and now no one's patching it. Yeah, right, that happens. So there was a whole bunch of that for a bunch of years there, right when I was working first in IT, and it was dog shit, man. And when XP came out, fucking yes, I was at the launch. That's how I went to the Windows XP launch professionally. Christ, I'm getting old. What was that? 25th of October. 25th, no, it wasn't 25th of September 2001. It was longer after September 11 than that, but yeah, it was only like 6 weeks after. XP, good, right? Like, again, game changer for the consumer. Like, yeah, we won't go into the details, but XP, amazing. Vista, what have you done? Why would you do that? What have you done to, like, everything was fine, and then you made Vista. It was just a pointless fucking waste of everyone's time. And then, 7. Dude, 7 was the fucking shit for fucking years, man. Like, 7 was amazing. It felt like a long time, at least. It did. It really felt like ages that 7 was around. But let's find out. It was not around long. So 7 came out 2009. 8 came out 12, right? And yeah, 10 came out 15. 11 came out 21. Yeah, so I mean, 10 was around forever and a day. But 7 felt like it was around forever and a day back when it was 7, because maybe that part of that was because 8 actually was around for a while, and because 8 was a complete fuck up pile of dog shit, I was on 7 like everyone else was on 7. Everyone I knew was stuck on 7 until they finally decided to go Windows 10, the last version of Windows. Call me a cynic. Call me a fucking old grumpy cynic. Did anyone believe this would be the last version of Windows 10? Because what does it fucking mean to be the last version of Windows? Yeah, every one of these builds or like versions or whatever the fuck they call them, they just called it Windows 10, but each one was a major revision, and none of the actual steps to do any of the processes to disable or enable any of it actually fucking worked the way that the help information said it did. Dude, 10, I love 10, and I'm still using 10 right the fuck now, because fuck 11. Point is simply that, it wasn't really one operating system, and it really wasn't, certainly wasn't the last one they ever released. Of course it wasn't. Yeah. Long story short, don't go to ID10T VPN. Don't go to any VPN. And for fuck's sake, don't listen to anyone who tells you need a VPN. Also, fuck streaming, okay? Stay tuned for a video as to why streaming sucks bastard ass. I am aware of the irony of appearing on a platform which one can only legitimately watch by streaming to decry streaming. Please don't bother pointing that out. Is going to be a Windows 2003 server that they've run KM Speako. Hang on, is it KMS Pico or is it KM Speako? Because now I'm thinking it's KMS Pico. But that's kill myself, Pico. Why is it that? I don't care. Not the point.